Oh, wait, no. Hi guys, it's Hadassah, and this is my first video ever. I know, save the applause for the end thing. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys the story of when I crashed my car the first time. If you like this story and want to see more from me, click that like button, subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot. And without further ado, let's get into this video. This took place in, I want to say, August or September of last year. I know it was before October because I got my driver's permit in October. Because I got my driver's permit in October. Yes, it was in either August or September, and I had a couple friends over for the weekend. Me being me, I'm like, okay, well, my parents are gone. I have this car and the car key just sitting, like, waiting for me, basically. Like, let's go get stuff popping, whatever. With my friends, I would come up with names, but, like, they're still my friends. So I was with Delia and Tamiko. Hey y'all. And I was like, come on, we're going to the store. And they're like, how are we getting to the store? And I was like, I'm driving. And they're like, but they came with me anyways. Why they came with me, honestly, I couldn't tell you, but they did. To be honest with you guys, I'm a good driver. It's probably going to be very, very hard to believe, especially after this particular story time, but I am like a good driver for being young, you know. One thing that first time around that was not working for me, turning. Baby girl couldn't turn, okay? Like, for nothing, I couldn't turn. Like, that's just moral of the story, I couldn't turn. So that is very important information for the story. I'm driving, like, doing fine, but the turns are terrible. Like, everybody's like, like, it's bad. We get to our destination, and I'm like, okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Have to work on my turns, but, like, baby girl can drive. Again, me being me, I got cocky with it and was like, okay, so I'm just gonna keep driving around all day. I have the car. My parents aren't here, so it's like, what's really good? I can do what I want. Wrong, but we'll get there. That whole day, I'm making up random excuses to leave the house. I'm like, are you guys hungry? Let's go get some food. Oh, you're thirsty? Let's go to the store. I was just trying to leave just to drive because I'm like, I didn't even know I could do that. Whatever. So, it's freaking hot. Oh, actually. Tamiko ends up going home, and I had to go to cheer practice later. At that point, Delia was on the cheer team because she used to cheer with me. I'm like, okay, Delia, later I'm gonna drive us to practice. Like, it's no big deal, whatever. Especially because my mom couldn't take us to practice anyways. She's not here, she's at work. And I was like, I'm not trying to Uber because, or it's not far enough for me to Uber, but I'm not trying to walk either because walk, baby, I can drive. Like, come on. We leave, we're early too, also, mind you. One thing about me is I cannot be on time to save my life for anything. Honestly, the first red flag should have been the fact that I was early, because if you know me, you know, like, no. I pull up and I'm still cocky with them. Like, I've been driving all day. Yes, my turns are kind of bad, but I haven't ran into anything. I should be good. Wrong. When I tell y'all, we literally made it to our destination. Like, we made it. And I make a turn, and I turned way too fast. I didn't brake when I was turning. If you drive, you have to brake when you, like, if you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't need to be behind the wheel of a car. Like, that's just that. I turn in to the entrance. Mind you. It's really like, it's a car entrance, but I shouldn't have been trying to turn into where I was turning into anyway. The way that it's set up, I overestimated my skill to the max. I thought I was doing the damn thing. Ooh. Anyways, I thought I was doing it, and I wasn't. Like, I wasn't. So basically, I turn in too fast, and all of a sudden, all you hear is a loud crash. It was just a crash. Automatically knew I just hit the side of my car. I'm sitting there like, oh, it was just a little crash. It didn't even like really move the car or anything. It's not gonna be that bad. Yeah, it was loud. There's no way that there could have been that much damage. I wasn't going that fast, like yada yada yada, whatever. I sit in the car for like 30 seconds because I'm just like, I cannot get out of the car right now. Like, it's just, I need a minute. Basically, I need a minute. But Dalee's in the passenger seat, and she's just like, I get out of the car, and the entire side of my car done for. It was horrible. The mirror was taken off. The door was hanging, basically, like it wouldn't close. It was just like open. There was metal pieces literally everywhere. And I was just like in shock. I was like, here I am. No permit, no license, really don't even know how to drive. Just ran into this freaking gate thing. Like, I guess I don't even know what you would call it. It was like, I guess it's a gate. Like I can't like go buy paint and go paint that. Like, I kind of just have to like tell my mom, right? In that moment, I'm trying to think of how are we about to get this car out of here, because one thing about me is I have bad anxiety. Like, my anxiety is horrible if I don't have it under control. And in that moment, so close to tears, oh my gosh, because I'm also a mad and anxious crier, so I was like I just so overwhelmed with feelings. I'm just sitting there in shock, like, what am I about to do? The car still runs, the car still works, whatever, but how am I about to get this home? I'm sitting there crying, full-blown panic attack, anxiety going crazy, all these thoughts going through my head. What am I gonna tell my mom? How am I supposed to get this car home? Like, am I okay? Because I'm sitting here like shaking like a freaking dog. That's another thing, I don't drive when I'm anxious, because that's just bad idea, right? This was God. 100% was God. I see my teammate Melanie walking down the street, and Melanie, shout out to you, girl. I told her what happened, asked her if she could drive us to my house, and she was like, yeah, sure, of course. I can see that you're not okay, and I don't want you driving like that. I'll call us an Uber back. Don't worry about being late to practice either. It'll be fine. Like, everything's fine. We got it under control. So on our way back to my house, I'm like, well, I can't tell my mom what just happened, because, listen, I ain't no liar, but no. During the car ride, we come up with this elaborate story. Well, honestly, it wasn't that elaborate, but I think it was kind of creative. I don't think she believed it. I don't think she did. But, like, she took it and ran with it. She didn't question me or anything, so, I mean, hey. Once we get to my house, I call my mom, and, oh, because I forgot to mention, my dad was on a business trip. He was out of town, so it's not even like he was just at work. He just, like, wasn't here. And my mom is the lax parent. Like, they both have their moments where they're really strict and disciplined, but overall, my dad is really the one disciplined, strict, all this stuff. She's just the more lax parent. So I already knew my punishment wasn't gonna be that severe, at least until my dad got back. My mom, I'm crying, and I tell her what happened, and she's like, well, I'm just glad that you're okay. Like, send me pictures of the car. I'm disappointed in you, but at the end of the day, It's material stuff. We can always get it back. However, you need to come up with $3,000. I was like, baby, I don't know how you're about to get $3,000 because, like, come on. $3,000 was because the car technically wasn't mine yet. It was my godmom's car. She moved, basically. And, like, it was gonna come to me, but it hadn't yet. So she was like, that wasn't your car to be messing up. So now you have to, like, figure out how to come up with this money. It wasn't even technically mine yet. And I would, like, whatever. At the time, I don't even think I had my first job yet, so I was kind of just like, well, I don't know how you expect me to come up with $3,000, but, like, okay. I got off the phone with my mom. She made me call my godmom and tell her what happened. So I called my godmom, and I love my godmom to death. Like, that is, like, the most godly woman ever. Like, she's so sweet. Like, I just love her. And she was basically just like, it's a car. And things happen, and yeah, you shouldn't have gone out joyriding when you don't know how to drive, but at least you didn't die. Like, it could have been a lot worse because, like, you don't know how to drive. At the time, she was supposed to come back. So it was like, yikes, sis, now you're not gonna have a car. But she ended up staying. So then after that, like, things were fine. My dad got back, and then the night he got back, he was just like, I'm so disappointed in you. That was so uncalled for. Why would you even do that? You could have killed yourself. You could have killed your friends. It could have been so much worse than it really was. You better be praising God that you didn't die. Honestly, that's all he really even said on the matter. Like, he was also like, you have to come up with $3,000, but what is it, April? It's April 27th, and I actually, you know, I was gonna say I haven't given them a dime, but no. I had to give her $200 out of my very first paycheck ever. But, I mean, 200, 3,000, like, what can you do? That's the story of the first time I crashed my car. If you want to hear the stories about the other times, I'll probably do one story time for all the rest of them because they are nowhere near as severe as this one. Also, I think I have pictures of the car. And if I have pictures of the car, I'll insert them here. Or a picture at least. That's all for today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at MostHatedAsa, Twitter, MostHatedAsa, TikTok, MostHatedAsa. It'll be. And yeah, thanks for watching.